smaller projects in remodels can be harder and take more skill to design sometimes in a new freestanding structure, because you're trying to figure out how that's going to tie in, interact with the existing structure. You think about things like, how do we get AC to that new area? How are all these things going to connect to each other? How do those roof lines work together? You see a lot of additions that aren't well thought through, especially when we're going in and looking at older homes. We'll see like a 1950s or 60s house with these funky roof lines that have been tied in, or these flat roofs that don't make sense or don't drain well. And it's just because someone didn't plan it well. It just kind of got slapped on there. So those types of things, especially by being able to do some of that modeling, that 3D visualization, you can see how all that stuff's going to come together, right?
Absolutely. I think that there's a tendency to think that that's overkill. And there are not many times where an architect is consulted for projects of smaller scope. They are challenging to be profitable on, at that scale, I think. But at the same time, that's something where by staying intentionally small as a sole practitioner, I want to be able to help people solve problems, whether that's an accessibility upgrade, kind of for universal design, if we need to make some place that's wheelchair friendly, elevators and curbless showers, things of that nature. As to your point, it gets really interesting when people want to add program to a house without changing the outside boundary of the home. So we have to reconfigure the puzzle of how all these spaces meet together. And that's one where an architect can really excel at kind of reconfiguring these pieces to work. But yeah, there are unique challenges that come along with that, especially with tight property line setbacks and not a lot of room to grow. So yeah, somebody that can solve the puzzle in that manner, I think, is really beneficial at that scale.
And I think that also spending the money up front on good design can definitely save you money later on.